and all these rocks that they would collect, wherever and whenever. Dicko especially, he was into the rocks, and Anne would be, you know, off there about the texture, about whatever. No, Anne was my art instructor at Dominican, as I said. And so I was older as a GI coming back from that war. So I had an old 36 Chevy, and I could drive up here from school, and it would be a refuge. So, and I never saw Anne painting until later, but she was always saying about paintings and talking about paintings and talking about, you know, the shapes of branches and, well, she made you aware of the visual world and aware of what had gone before in the arts. Anyway, Anne was always, you know, talking and helping you to see what was around you and works of art. So I'd be kind of following you around up here when I was in school, and I had to learn how to climb in the windows after hours because I would be up here and driving over the hill. But I would follow Dicko around, and there were times when I would help him move large pieces of marble that he would be going to carve, mainly because he wanted me to help him because I couldn't do any lifting or anything, but he didn't either. That's not the way you move large chunks of marble. You do it by leverage and not by strength, which I didn't have. So he liked that because the fellows who would try to help him, they would want to macho it, you know, lift it physically. So he knew how to save his back, like most marble sculptors do. And he gave me my first piece of wax when he started casting in bronze. And I have at home the little piece of bronze casting that I manipulated with his wax. And how can you cut that off at times when I get speechless in my reminiscings?
Tell me about the photo you took of those guys kissing.
Well, they were always trying to get me hooked up with some young man, you know. They didn't like this, he was past marriage age already, you know. And so I guess I was over here just one day, and they were goofing off, which they did periodically, as that photo shows. And he just did, and I had my camera, so I clicked them. But I think it was taken here in this studio. But sometimes up in the house, which is now gone due to fire, that's where I spent, you know, a good part of my time, in the old house. And that's where I met my husband, too.
So you weren't too old to get married.
They finally got me married off. A Kentuckian who was visiting, who was a professor of art. And they had known him for years, all being Kentuckians. And so they finally got me married off. and they came up to Oregon where I was teaching at the time, and they Dicko had to walk down the aisle with me and so forth. So he was the best man.